Hi, my fellow TIs. I want to tell you something. Okay. See, I got a witch pimple. That's not what I wanted to tell you. I call it a witch pimple because, you know how, well, I don't know on the TV, but you remember back then, they used to portray witches with warts on their nose and stuff like that. So, ever since I was younger, I've always called, when you get a pimple or get a pimple, you know, I've always called it a witch pimple. And they're hard to leave alone. You know. Okay. Well, anyways, actually, it started with the day before yesterday. You know, and before I tell you, if you've not already watched my past videos, which a lot of you probably haven't, you know, I used to have a smoke detector put in here that, you know, at night it would have green lights beaming. Oh, I'm sorry, little guy. I'm sorry, did I hit you? Yeah, and, you know, in the daytime even, I would be so hot. Nighttime, I'd be so hot. I'd walk out into the hallway, it was cool, you know. One of the subscribers told me it's, God, what was, you know, heat censored, or whatever you call it, temperature, whatever you call it, where people could see your body and the heat and stuff like that, but, I don't know, you know. Oh, baby, come. He was trying to kiss me. Come here, baby. It's okay. Next time I won't bend over so the foot won't go down. You know. You know, they've sucked all the air out of here before. You know, they've made it freezing cold in here before. And mind you, you know, they've gassed me up before. Oh, I'm getting up. You know, through this thing, the heater that was in the wall. See? It's lying by the side, but it's still connected to the wall. You know, I've showed videos to where, you know, I had the radiation meter. You know, and mind you, I got air coming right out of the hole this was in. See? There's a big hole right here where this thing was. You know, the manager a long time ago told me, oh, you could detach it, you know, and just toss it out since it's never worked. Well, you know, we've had a lot of managers since then. Well, anyways, back to the story. It's not really a story because it's true, but you know what I'm saying. Well, anyways, the day before yesterday, I took a nap in the late afternoon. Oh, that's better. My spine is crushed in, so I have to turn myself all the way around. Wait. Oh, there we go. The day before yesterday, I took a nap, like, in the way late afternoon. And I woke up, and I was choking, and then he's scratching on the back of the chair. That's okay, this is his chair. He can do what he wants with it. And then I'll just toss it out. But, yeah, the day before yesterday, I woke up out of my sleep, like, choking and coughing. And then, you know, I couldn't breathe. And, you know, I was coughing so much. And then some saliva went down my throat while I was choking. Hey, you got scratch pads. Sorry. And, then I started, like, coughing and gagging, and I went and tossed my cookies. Well, I thought it was from maybe me swallowing my saliva wrong in my sleep. Boy, I was wrong. Because, when I got out of bed, there was no air in here. I have, yesterday and the day before it was real cold, and I have extreme nerve damage, starting from when I used to have to sleep on the floor and getting zapped and burned and poked. That's where it started, and it worked its way up. And it's always burning and stuff now. So yesterday and the day before were really extremely cold, so I had to shut the windows. Okay, so then yesterday, I took a nap in the late afternoon. I woke up coughing. The same thing happened to me. But I realized, when the same thing happened to me, and, I couldn't breathe. There was no there was no air in the room. I opened the window, and I opened the door for a while, because, try to get some air in here and stuff. But there should be air. Like I showed you, there's a big old hole right there. There's gaps between the, side of the door and the top of the door and stuff, And when it gets cold, it gets extremely cold. And with the nerve damage, I had to shut the windows the last couple days. But, there was no air in here. And I realized, the reason I woke up the day before was because I couldn't freaking breathe. And the reason I woke up yesterday from my nap, I couldn't freaking breathe. And I kept the window open temporarily. They control my electricity. I only have 2 working plugs. They control the temperature in here, the airflow, everything. But, I thought about it. And, I thought about it. And, I've gotten used to them being on my phone or hearing the neighbors to react to what I put on my phone and stuff. I've gotten used to that. Or taking over my phone to where it won't work, or it'll go on by itself, or shut off by itself, or turn to something. When I got it sitting on a stand and I'm watching something, it'll turn to something, throughout the years, different shit. But, I thought about it. And, one of my close homeboys, one of my home team, we'll just say, I remembered, he was telling me, oh, well, they wanted me to put a machine on when I sleep. I'm familiar with those machines because, Mama and Papa used to live downstairs. So, I told them, those are called CPAPs. You're not breathing right when you sleep, or you forget to breathe? He goes, yeah. I told him, well, you know what? I advise you to use those, because if you're forgetting to breathe when you sleep, I've talked to Mama since she moved out, and her and Papa used to use a CPAP. And, she hasn't used hers for years. And I'll be talking to her, and she'll forget and totally ask me the same question that we just talked about. And then, I told him, I said, wow, if you have that to where you're forgetting to breathe, I told him, that makes sense, because for For a while, you haven't been getting my jokes. You haven't been getting what I've said to you. Your memory is way worse than it normally is. But I was talking to him and telling him, well, if you don't get that CPAP, and use it, you don't have enough oxygen to your brain, So it's pretty weird that after that, that's when that started happening, to where I'd wake up and I couldn't breathe and all the air was sucked out. But then again, for us, there's no coincidence. There's no coincidence at all. When you become a target individual, coincidence just flies out the window. Flies out the window like Chris Brown. Chris Brown was pushed out the window, though. He deserved it. But, ouch. Yeah, I should have made this video yesterday, but I didn't. There's another thing I want to tell you about, but another video about when I went to the thrift store. But, today's Sunday. All praise to Yah, the Most High, the Most Powerful, the Creator of heaven and earth, of all that is seen and unseen. Peace, love, and laughter. Witch pimple. I can't even touch it.